Hello, Sim here. So you may be trying to decide whether Mirror Edge is a game for you. Well, this little clip might help you decide.
You might need backup. Sure, we got a visual on the runner.
I see you. Get down to the floor below and I'll shoot you a line. Line out. Get out of there.
Well, that makes you feel like you're in a bit of a movie, right? Now, Mirror's Edge, I played it on the PS3 a long time ago. I can't believe it's been over 7 years, and the game does make a little nod to that.
I heard some runner got out of juvie today.
I heard she's eager to run.
She's been gone a long time.
Yes, a very long time. Over 7 years, almost 8. It's like, wow, really? So the footage you're watching is on the PC. I did play it on the Xbox One as well, but this is 1080p Ultra settings. The main difference on the PC is, well, you can see a lot further into the distance, and reflections. Oh, don't forget the rain, but reflections are the most noticeable difference of when you're running it on the PC from a graphical perspective. However, there's another big difference between the console. I can only speak for the Xbox One because I only got to play it on the Xbox One and not the PS4. And that's the load times when you die. Oh my god. I mean, if you died while playing this on like a console, holy moly, you got enough time to make a cup of tea and eat some cake. Where on the PC, and this is not sped up, this is actual real time, it reloads up back to the save point or whatever pretty damn quick compared to the console. I mean, if you've played it only on the PS4 and Xbox One, you will know. Now, of course, this game's got a tutorial, and as you're going through the various beginning sections of it, teaching you the basic combat, because you're going to need to know it to deal with various types of guards. And I'm showing a little sequence here that shows you, from really easy guards to, well, slightly more harder. Those who've got batons and those who've got guns. And of course, this little slow-mo section just gives you enough time to absorb how the graphics look. And really, I mean, there's always a graphical debate between consoles and PC. Obviously, the PC is always going to win. Well, providing you've got a nice, highly spec PC, of course. But it did not distract from the game when playing it on console. The only bad thing about playing on console was the load time, but they may have fixed that. And if you have a solid state drive in a console, then hey presto, it's not going to be a problem. But that's the only minor niggle. The gameplay was still the same, still as enjoyable. And if you've never played Mirror's Edge, oh man, you're missing out. I really did like Mirror's Edge. It had a good story. In the original, you had gun, or you had the option to use a gun that you would pick up somewhere along the line, or you'd have to do it with no guns whatsoever, and that was like the ultimate challenge to get the, that trophy of, whoa, I did it with using no guns. Well, in this version of Mirror's Edge, the successor to it, there is no guns, and it makes it much more fun. It's good. So you can, do sort of armor and stuff, and I'll come back onto that later on. So you may be initially thinking, it's just all white with a bit of red. And red is the runner vision. Now, it doesn't always show you. You can see nice reflections on that floor. Oh man, I mean, it's really nice. So, depending on, I guess, your difficulty level as well. But, yeah, generally you'll have a bit of red here and there, and you'll see it come up in a minute. But not always. So it gives you a clue of where to go, and you'll see the runner vision as it's referred. And you'll see, a little thing that's flying through the air with red and all that jazz. But what I just wanted to show you about at this point is, just to give you an idea, because it's a bit more slower paced, to get to see the graphical detail and the reflections whilst we're hanging underneath the bridge. And you should recognize this if any of you guys have watched the actual original trailer that came out, because that was cool, and I will be coming back to that in a bit later on in the video. But yeah, so you got it's a wide universe. You've got the main story, and you got some side missions, and I'll come on to the side mission stuff in a minute. I just wanted to give it a little opportunity to demonstrate what the graphics are like, because some people will go, oh, it's pretty bland, there's not textures, but look at the reflections. I mean, okay, it looks cool to me. It might not be for you. And pay attention to the glass in front of you, especially when I don't look down and I look more to myself, and you go passing by lights, you'll see your effect. There you go. And I was like, wow, that's nice. Hey, maybe I'm too easy to please. Of course, there's some backstory, there's little flashes, and I'm not going to give anything away. And yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see what it's like when the game comes out tomorrow. Yeah, I've been cutting this really fine because this is the closed beta footage. Hence, you'll see a little SimJC popping all over the screen. So you can pick a waypoint and all that jazz, and decide where you want to go. And this is a side mission now. But yeah, so you've got the main story and you've got side missions, so it should appeal to those who want to, gear up, so to speak, and unlock, more points and stuff like that. But not only can you do that, but you've got a multiplayer aspect. It's not true multiplayer, or what I've seen so far, but it's like you can set challenges and stuff by the community. You can pick those up and interact. Of course, you can upgrade by, because you've earned XP. There's XP that you can pick up around the, I'll say, the universe of Mirror's Edge, Catalyst, and that's cool. But I wonder if the community set challenges, where I could set a challenge once I've got certain level progression, would get a bit boring and a bit repetitive over time. The main draw to me is the story. I mean, I always enjoyed Mirror's Edge, the original, and you can pretty much pick that up fairly cheaply now. So, if you're sitting on the boat, it's a 2008, game. So, you can pick it up fairly cheaply, I'm sure, right now. If you're not sure, or even rent it or something along those lines, to get that feel. But I mean, it's more free roaming. I do like it. It's a game that you could just continuously explore. So if that's your kind of game, you're not really a shooter type person, then this game may appeal to you even more so. You're an RPG type player or whatever. I'm not really an RPG player, but you get the idea. So the side missions, and there's main story. And here we go, just dropping back to this, because you get to show off the reflections and everything. This is just in-game rendering of the, wow, to me, maybe I'm a bit too easily swayed, but I did enjoy playing this. Obviously, the closed beta had a very short glimpse of the main plot, and rightly so, because otherwise you would have finished it, and nobody would be buying it, which is not the whole point. I did experience a few issues on the PC, and that's why the game was, delayed. And I'm glad it was delayed, because, I mean, at the moment, there's been quite a few good games that have coming out that you would have seen, that would have put on my channel, like Doom and Mirror's Edge and stuff like that. It's like, come on, stop it. I don't want all these games coming out right now. I ain't got time to play them. But, some good games, it's nice to see them coming out rather than going, I got nothing to game, nothing takes my particular fancy. And I'm hoping that, this will give you an idea of whether you do like it or don't like it. If you're a console and PC owner, are you only going to get it for the console, or are you going to get it for the PC? Since this is predominantly single player, yes, there's a community bit. I'm most likely to just going to get this for PC because, better graphics, whatever, and the option for me to do some 4K in the future if I manage to find myself a 4K monitor that suits my video editing needs as well as a gamer type need. Striking that balance between good color reproduction, which you need, nice screen, and a high response time, and ideally a very nice IPS panel without costing a bomb. And now you should recognize this bit, which is where we sort of came in, and I'm going to give it the extra slow-mo treatment just to emphasize that little slow-mo treatment and reflections in the glass there. So hey, maybe I'm too easily pleased, but I remember when I first played this bit on the Xbox One, oh my god, gee whizzy, I didn't do so well, but here on the PC I managed to do it right, and I'm still playing with the Xbox controller. Yeah, I got the Xbox controller hooked up to the PC, Oh my god, shock horror, there's no keyboard and mouse. My desk is absolutely cramped to suit that, and hey, I would have to, you know, pick up the keyboard and mouse skill from a gaming perspective all over again, which I haven't got time to do, and it's more convenient for me to use the controller at this point in time. So as always, I appreciate a thumbs up. It really does help my channel grow, and if you're new here and would like to stay in touch with my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, this has been Sim.